Knowles. I mean, he's always been one of the best players in Australia, and he's just standard hockey players. Does his job, does it right. Doesn't muck around, and you can learn a lot off him. Without the flash, you could peel it right back. You got a good hockey player there, so sort of looked up to him for that.
What do I love about hockey? For me, I love playing in a team sport. I love being outdoors, being healthy, fit, and trying to achieve something that young sports people dream about. So for me, it's about being the best player I can possibly be, being around my friends, getting to go away on tour and play for my country. My general opinion of hockey around the world is it's an amazing sport. It's one of the sports that's played in a lot of different countries. We have such a huge number of players worldwide, and the sport's really growing. New TV deals in India, the European League going amazingly well, and Australia, for us being a really high medal potential sport, I think leads to a lot of great outcomes that can happen in the future. For me, to get the game more popular in Australia, we just need to continue being successful as a Hockeyroos and a Kookaburras team. We need to promote the game, we need to get more young kids playing, but I think in general we're doing most things right. It's a very hard landscape in Australia with the other sports, but you've got to try your best, you've got to be successful, otherwise no one will want you. What it's like being picked for my state and my country. For me, growing up, it's what I wanted to do. My parents both played state level hockey for Tasmania, mum and dad playing for Queensland. It's what I wanted to do from a young kid, so when I made the Queensland team in under 12s for the first time, it was an amazing feeling. Moving forward, I set my sights when I was about 15 on playing for Australia. My parents took me to the Sydney Olympics in 2000, and I just said when I was 16 years old in 2000 that's all I want to do. I want to play for Australia at the Olympics, and 4 years later I was lucky enough to do that and win a gold medal in Athens, which was without doubt my career highlight. Being successful at the Olympics is what we all strive for. It's the absolute pinnacle of our game, and for me to be able to do that as a 20-year-old was an amazing feeling. What's come close is the World Cup last year in 2014, the absolute dominance our Kookaburras team had, and to win a World Cup final 6-1 in front of 16,500, 17,000 screaming Dutch fans all in orange in their home stadium was an amazing feeling. Advice I would give for kids playing hockey for Australia, it's an amazing thing to do. That's what I want. I want young kids to love our sport, to get their friends to play indoor, to play outdoor, to do whatever they can possible to become Australian representatives. One of my roles is to be a role model, to be someone that people look up to, and hopefully in a couple of years' time I have some young guys taking my spot. I'm not going to be ashamed of that. I've achieved things that I never thought I'd be able to do being a country boy from Rockhampton, but I realised the older I got, the more you set your mind to it, the more things are really possible.
So I moved to Sydney this year. and I live near Homebush just for training. And I work with a guy from hockey. He owns a business company in the city, so he's pretty lenient with my hockey. Lets me go away when I need to go away. Lets me train, have mornings off for morning sessions. So that's pretty helpful, because without money we don't get nothing else. And like, my family can't afford to pay for my rent as well as their own house, so I have to do it myself.
Yeah, working. Yeah, a lot of us relocate in order to play at high levels. You know, you got to relocate to Sydney, or you got to relocate to Perth to play in the Australian stuff. So away from hockey is pretty much you're busy doing work and university. So really, you don't get much of a break when you're away from hockey. You know, if you're working. If you're hockey, you're hockey, and other than that, it's pretty much our lives is trying to build a career so that we have something to fall back on once the hockey stops. And you know, you never know whether you're going to make it or not, so you've always got to have something in the back of your mind to go on with.